But leaving it just there for a second, Mark, let's stay with tonight, and also bidding for a place in the final were Wrexham, who came through that marathon quarter-final against Swansea City, and Newtown, who carry the flag for the League of Wales after their gruelling tie against Bangor City. So it's the Robins against the Robins. There's little between them in their two group games, a 2-2 draw at Latham Park and a 1-0 win for Wrexham in the return at the racecourse. And of course both sides going well in their respective leagues at the moment. Wrexham show 3 changes from the side that drew with Brentford on Saturday. Mark Cartwright steps in for Andy Marriott, who's rested. Gareth Owen comes in for Peter Ward, who has a calf strain. But there's mixed news on the illness front. Tony Humes has recovered to take his place in the centre of defence, but Carl Connolly is still struggling. For Newtown, Scott Rusco's fallen foul of the 2 bookings rule. He's suspended, but the rest of the familiar names are all in there. Your commentary comes from John Hardy.
Bramber fighting for the ball. That's back to Barton. Not the best of clearances. It's a chance for Humes to pump it back in. Chasing hard is Martin Chalk. And that's into the middle at Neil Roberts. And he got there first. The line up from the Dirty Dozen, doesn't it? A neat little header on. Oh, good play by Dean Spink. Dances over one challenge. Neil Roberts tidies up, plays it out to Chalk. Chalk inside to Gareth Owen. And it wasn't far. Just caught it, bobbled along and wide. Matt McGregor. Neat little chest down, forward to Chalk. Bobbling about, but he controls it eventually. Spink is waiting in the middle, 1-0. Not the cleanest of strikes, but it beats Barton on the inside post. Chalk with a run, scuffs his cross, and Spink scores. Neat little layback, incisive play by Wrexham. A good run by Chalk, the cross beats 3, and Spink is there. Takes control. Strong David Brammer. Plays it out to McGregor. Has a look up, decides to move forward a few yards. He's still going. That's inside to Wilson. I think it took a deflection. Certainly did. Challenge for that. Header inside. But Brammer picks it up again. He's looked up, that's great vision by Brammer. Neil Roberts has it, he's in on goal. Right control the ball. But it's still going with Chalk. Has another chance, good save. Now Newtown get the chance to clear, poor clearance. Gareth Owen strikes it, Barton saves. Oh, he's got a right to be angry. Chalk has the first dig, then the second. Blank save, and as Newtown try to clear, Gareth Owen gets a clean strike, but Barton goes flying to tip over. Long searching ball. Oh, that could be trouble! I'm sure Mark Thomas's heart leapt. No problem here. Oh, suddenly it was nightmare on Elm Street. Little think back. What's Barton up to? It's the most it goes. One way of making a living, I suppose. It's a good turn. Still going strong is Jonathan Williams. Quite finish it off. McGregor to Brammer. Thinks past his man. That's a lovely cross to Robert. Steals in on the far post. Meat and drink to a striker. Pulled off his fullback. He was in acres of space. Great cross by Brammer. And Roberts is in. and a good finish. The little trick by Brammer takes him past his man. Keeper can't get there, but Roberts can. 2-0. Newtown keep on battling, but Wrexham keep on keeping possession. They're at it again with Martin Chalk. Drive back, did it cross the line? No, says the linesman. Was in there again. Barton comes, punches this time. Brammer tries to get in there. Spink back to Wilson, chance for him to shoot. Couldn't quite wrap his foot around it. But a neat little layoff by Dean Spink. Wilson just treads on the ball and in the end shoots wide. Well, that's a foul on Mark Roberts, so it'll be a free kick. Here's a chance for Newtown. They could do with an away goal to take to the second leg. They deserve one possibly. Thomas with the kick. In goes Reynolds. Well, it was a free header. He got in front of his man, but the header went wide. That's a shame. Run forward by Wilson. Oh, Chalk's offside, and he was looking down the line. So it's a last chance for Newtown. Straight towards Cartwright. There's the final whistle. Wrexham win 2-0. They'll be happy, but Newtown are still in it.
Makes the second leg obviously very interesting. They've showed tonight again that they can give us problems, and they did do. It's going to be another tough tie, I know that.
Came here, we knew Wrexham were a good passing side, and they showed that tonight. Some of their play was tremendous. It was great to watch. But I'm proud of my boys. They stuck to their task. They worked very, very hard, and at times we've passed it well as well. So it's 2-0. It's a big task for the second game, but we feel we're still in it.
Yeah, the tie still alive, Mark, but most importantly for Brian Flynn tonight, a 2-goal advantage from the home tie, but also no problems. They came through it unscathed.
Yeah, they had a few injuries and they're looking to get in the playoffs. They'll be pleased about that. They'll also be pleased to win the game. I felt they got the goals at the right times. Newtown gave a good account of themselves, and that tie is far from finished, because when you go to Latham Park, it's a difficult place to go. They're comfortable there, Newtown. They play good football there. They've got a good record there this season. Wrexham have gone there in the previous group game and didn't do very well. I think they were 2-0 down and came back to 2-2. So that is far from dead, that tie.
Okay, let's have a look at these goals once again then, Mark, because we can see them.
Well, this is about, I think it ends up with Martin Chalk down the right there. You can see him just cut the picture. Good little touch. Just pulls it back on himself. Spink comes in, hits it, but it's in the back of the net. It was the pace and his willingness to get forward. Spink down the right hand, Chalk down the right hand side, that created the goal for Spink. He gets a little touch with his head there. Nice little touch. Another little touch. Doesn't necessarily look up. Just sort of half miss hits across, half miss hits a shot. It's a goal scorer's goal from Spink, and he'd be pleased to get that, and I'm sure Brian Flynn was pleased to go in at half-time 1-0, because Newtown had a few half chances throughout the first half.
They do very quickly, don't they, Wrexham? They can pass that ball around, whip it around.
Well, they get a little bit of variety in their game. I think we saw it a little bit in the game, that they like their passing game, but occasionally with the pace of Roberts up front, the young boy, they do go long over the top. He got the second one.
Let's have a look at the second goal.
It obviously comes from a throw, and it works its way eventually back to Brammer, I think. He does a lovely little shape there. Nothing in his mind. Great ball in. Roberts has pulled away to the far post, and a great header. It's a good goal from a striker's point of view. It's all about the cross. It's a lovely ball. He's pulled away. Roberts, he made his name in his tournament. He made his debut in a tournament earlier on, and this has been a good tournament for him. He's gone on to play a number of league matches, and he found his feet in the tournament, and it's been an exceptional period for him as a young player.
Mark, thanks very much indeed. Mark Hazelwood will be back with us once again in a fortnight's time. That's when we're going to see the second leg of the first of these games tonight. Then just see them now again. Tuesday the 21st of April, Cardiff City against Merthyr Tydfil, the second leg. And then, just to be confirmed, in that first week of May, Newtown against Wrexham. Some other games happening tonight, important for Wrexham here at the top of the second division. Wrexham's place unchanged, but what's important is those four sides in the playoff places have all now played